So I'm in Mossel Bay, South Africa right now, and in these waters behind me is one of the highest concentrations of great white sharks in the world. And as you guys know, there's a lot of really, well, talented YouTubers doing reptile content on YouTube, and it's getting a little crowded in here. So I've devised a plan to eliminate my competition one by one. And in this video, we're gonna start with Clint from Clint's Reptiles. I'm gonna tell Clint that we're gonna go out on a boat ride and have a little fun, maybe take a little swim, and he's not gonna know about my master plan of feeding Clint from Clint's Reptiles to the great white sharks.
What was the plan?
Nothing. You wanna go for a boat ride?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day. We can go for a boat ride. We can do a little swimming. You wanna go?
I can't see why not.
I'm Dave Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures. Morph Market is the #1 online marketplace for all your reptiles and amphibians. You can search through over 60 categories to find your perfect new pet, whether it's the latest boa constrictor morph or your 150th crested gecko. It's all right here at one place, Morph Market. So Clint, there are a lot of really nice beaches to go swimming here in South Africa, but they're full of tourists and there's seaweed and a bunch of other things that it just doesn't make swimming here very enjoyable. So I've arranged for us to go out on a boat here, and they're gonna take us out. Yeah, they're gonna take us out into a little deeper water. We're gonna have a really good time swimming without the tourists, without the seaweed and whatever. You're okay with that?
Excellent. Any hazards?
No, none.
Great.
None.
Yeah.
It's going to be completely uneventful, a nice day, just, you know, going out on a boat and swimming in the ocean.
I like a gentle cruise.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
No.
My plan is going according to plan.
What was that?
Nothing. So I have arranged this luxury yacht for us to go out on the water and enjoy a nice day. Don't pay any attention to the cage. We won't need that.
Who's going in the cage, Dave?
It's for scientific purposes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to see some sharks?
Quite. You know, I'm really gonna miss Clint. We've been close friends for so many years now, but I heard that healthy people need to crush other people in order to build themselves up, or something like that, I don't know. I think a psychiatrist told me that shortly before she lost her license, but that's not important right now. I'm just glad that we got to see so many amazing animals on our way out to where the sharks are known to feed, like Cape fur seals, and there were thousands of them. In fact, Mossel Bay is home to an island aptly named Seal Island, where hundreds, if not thousands, of Cape fur seals find refuge from the hungry great whites and play and socialize with each other in the surf and take a snooze in the warm South African sun and apparently get pooped on by all the gulls. But we even saw a bride's whale. A relative of the blue whale even made an appearance to say farewell to such a successful and beloved YouTuber. Clint, is there anything that you, I don't know, want to say to your family or friends back home at all?
Love you guys. I'm excited to see you soon. Because there's no reason I can think of that I wouldn't.
Yeah, I hope they see that one day.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Kleinbrock. This is where we're going to start your shark party. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're supposed to go a little bit further, but I saw that seal that is already dead.
He's just sleeping.
We try not to hinder the animals when they are in the environment and they're going to eat.
So, Clint, the water is really cold when we go swimming, so I've arranged for you to have this. Don't pay any attention to the cage going in the water or anything, but as I was saying, I've arranged for you to have a wetsuit here. It's not to make you look more like a seal. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's just to keep you warm. So yeah, you might want to put that on. Are you a little self-conscious about that?
What is with the suit?
Well, oh yeah. So over here, these guys went fishing yesterday, and this is just what they have left over from the fishing yesterday, and they're just going to throw the guts in the water. It's no big deal. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah,
You don't want that on the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about. If you're self-conscious about like wearing this, I'll put on one too.
Okay, that'd be wonderful.
All right, good. So the real story behind the suit that Clint was so worried about is that in this area of South Africa, great whites not only eat Cape fur seals, they eat fish and even other sharks, so to attract the great whites, a chum line made up of the oiliest fish they could find is pumped directly into the water. Great white sharks can smell this stuff from a quarter mile away, and if there are any great whites in the area, it won't take them long to find us. They also have a nice ripe bucket of tuna heads, which will be used to lure the sharks closer to the boat, and of course, closer to Clint.
All right, good. Now that we've got our wetsuits on, I've got mine on, so that you don't feel self-conscious about, being the only one out here looking like a seal.
They said this wasn't looking like a seal.
Yeah, you look really good in this. Look at this. That really shows off your figure. So yeah, we just have to wait for just a little bit before we go swimming. So enjoy the scenery, enjoy the birds, enjoy the beautiful beaches over there, maybe take your last breath.
Before I get in.
Well, yeah, right, because you can't breathe underwater. Yeah, that's what I mean. Shark off the stern at 8 o'clock, right over there.
That's a great white. Oh!
A big shot, eh?
Oh my God. Come on, come on. Oh my God.
Clint, we're gonna need a bigger boat. I think so. Yeah. It's pretty hot out here, Clint. You're wearing that seal outfit, that costume, I guess, for lack of a better word. Maybe you want to get in the water and cool down.
That was the biggest white shark in the entire bay that just came by.
I didn't see a shark. I think you're imagining things. Why don't we go for a little swim? All right, so I'm not gonna let Clint have all the fun. I'm going in with this shark.
Clint, it's been an honor having you as a friend. Oh man, I'm telling you, there is something so unbelievably visceral about being this close to a giant great white shark. Woo! This is a dream come true. All right, here it comes, here it comes.
Two great whites circling us right now. It is very hard. The boat is like rocking in the waves, and it's very hard to keep your hands and feet inside the cage. That just came up just there.
We are surrounded by sharks! Escape!
All right, so that was insanely awesome.
Clint and I have always wanted to dive with great white sharks. This is a lifelong bucket list of ours. That was absolutely amazing.
That last one, I had them coming right at me.
Yeah?
They were,
Oh, that was amazing.
inches away. I thought a couple of them were gonna run into me. It was,
Yeah, I mean, you know, I wanted to see a great white shark in the wild, let alone seeing one underwater within inches. Here, let me get your SEAL outfit off now that you've survived and, you know, we're friends again and everything. Oh my God.
that was incredible.
That was one of the most incredible experiences of my life.
Oh, yeah. Ready?
So, we're gonna head back to shore, and then, man, nothing else matters after that. I've wanted to dive with great white sharks all my life. It was one of Clint's bucket lists. It was one of my bucket lists. It's one of the things that we had been discussing for a long time. Coming here to the southern tip of South Africa to actually be that up close and personal with a great white shark, that is a moment I will never forget, ever. Do you concur, sir?
Oh, I'll never forget.
Oh, I am so sorry I tried to feed you to the sharks.
It was worth it in the end.
So the backstory on this is that when I was invited to go to the SOS Reptile Expo in Johannesburg, I asked Heidi, who puts on the Reptile Expo, if we could go shark diving down here, and she arranged this entire thing. And then I called Clint because years ago we were talking about your like bucket list thing of your life was to come to South Africa and go diving with the great white sharks.
Probably number one on my list of all the animal things I'd like to do in my life. This was it.
And so I called him up. I knew that because we had been talking about this for years. Called him up, said, "Hey Clint, we're going to South Africa," and that's exactly what we did. And it was months ago that that phone call happened, but yet here we are, and we have just fulfilled a lifelong bucket list. Hell yeah. Woo! Thank you, Dave.
All in all, there's nothing wrong with a little competition in the YouTube world, and I'm glad I changed my mind about feeding Clint to the great white sharks. But still, that being said, Emily, I'm coming for you next. Wickens, Bledsoe, Custco, I'm looking right at you. And if you want to see if great whites make good pets, check out Clint's video on his channel. That link is in the description below. But again, it was so incredible to finally see
Great white sharks in the wild, and I think that at its peak, we were surrounded by like 5 great white sharks that kept circling the boat. That was absolutely amazing. I am really glad that I did not wind up feeding Clint to the great white sharks. But anyway, guys, I just want to real quick give a shout out and a thank you to all my Patreon supporters. If you would like to become a Patreon supporter, that link is in the description below. And guys, as always, until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feature, shark obsession, and rattle on.